thanks to AI, developers are now writing code 4 times faster, which is really, really good. But this is where things start to go a little bit downhill in terms of software development. Studies are showing that approximately half of all AI-generated code contains security vulnerabilities, which is really, really not good. Basically, AI tools such as GitHub Copilot are writing half of the internet right now. Approximately 41% of all code written recently has been written with AI. And this is happening since 2024. So, and you know how many lines of code that is? It's approximately 256 billion lines of code that's been written with AI in the past about, you could say almost 2 years, but a year and a half. And companies have really been eating AI up, having developers crank out features in literally record time. But the only thing that's wrong with this is that there's a lot of security issues. Even what's worse is that, a third of all developers don't even review the code that's written by AI before deploying it. So we're straight up going from a feature being asked for, and then a feature being written by AI, and then a feature being deployed. Developers not even checking the code. So basically the industry right now is seeing a bunch of websites and applications flood the world on foundations half created by literally robots. And most developers can't even determine if the code is safe or not, which is really, really bad. And probably, as a small business owner, you might be wondering how this actually affects you. Well, this affects you when your website gets hacked, when customer data is stolen. You're going to be the one on the hook for it. Not AI, not the developer. It's going to be you. You're going to be the one dealing with losing money, complaints, and everything else that comes with it. Basically, look at it this way. Imagine if you hired a contractor to build your house. This contractor, let's say he has an assistant that works super fast, and you get your house done in basically half the time it would take for other contractors to do it, which, that sounds amazing. Oh, but listen, the assistant forgot to install some locks. He missed some spots, and, now anybody could break into your house. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now with AI-generated code. The major issues we're seeing in the industry right now are 1, speed versus safety, that trade-off. AI tools are like, imagine the hyper over-enthusiastic intern that pisses off the old heads who's been at the company for decades. Yeah, they'll deliver work with speed, but it'll be filled with rookie mistakes. Imagine SQL injection, exposing passwords, databases with no security, basically a field day for hackers. Most developers these days are super overwhelmed. Over expectations from the higher ups because of the perceived value of AI is making developers almost forced to output more lines of code. Even if the code isn't reviewed properly, some of these AI-generated code has extremely significant errors. And it's according to about 60% of leaders in IT right now. So again, imagine you had a speed reader proofread your legal contracts, and he could do it quote unquote quickly, but he missed some things. And now the things he missed, that small fine print, that stuff is the stuff that can let you actually bankrupt. What could you do as a small business owner? Well, to start off, at least asking the right questions. Making it aware to whoever's developing your website or app that you have an idea of what's going on in AI will at least encourage them to do things the right way. Also, ask them how they review AI-generated code for security. This is a non-negotiable. If they are using any security scanning tools, or are you getting the just trust me bro package? AI is making our lives easier, but it's also creating new problems. And as a business owner, one thing that you need to understand in this time and age is that the businesses that survive will be the ones that understand the good and the bad of AI, and the ones that do their best to mitigate the problems that AI can cause, while reaping the benefits that AI can provide. And here at Cenify IT, we do use AI tools to help us in the development of our clients' websites. But we use it as it's intended to be used, purely as a tool, not as the star player. Every single line of code is inspected, ensured for security, because at the end of the day, what good is a fast website if it gets hacked in a week? So that's it for today, guys. Hit subscribe for more about how technology affects your business, and I'll get back to you guys another time.